Yo, 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 we are back. We are back. Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's not like we've not been watching all the action. Of course, we've been following, but a lot has also been happening. What's up, guys? Please do subscribe. Subscribe. Sports Jazz. I have Josh in the building. Myself, I am in the building. We're supposed to have Aziz, but I think, Josh, we need to prepare a special stream for Aziz.
Yeah.
First
Aziz
of all,
will come on. Aziz will come on. We do
first of all, we
congratulate
have
him.
yeah, first of all, we have to congratulate. I did, but you didn't.
Yeah, congratulations,
You,
congratulations, Aziz, on winning a second title in 40 years. It's not been easy. It's been quite a long time since you were on these streets, but I hope that you don't win more titles in the future, so we don't have to lose people. I mean, the first time we had a pandemic in 2020, and this time we had to lose the Pope for you to win a title. So probably if you don't win things in the future, I mean, we shall have
I can
not very big tragedies in the world. So I mean, congratulations on this one. You are far the better team. I like that Arne Slot, a Dutchman, is the one who won the title.
Oh,
Virgil
gosh.
van Dijk is a captain, a Dutchman at that, and Cody Gakpo was very instrumental in you winning this title, even if it was difficult for many Liverpool fans to see that Cody Gakpo would be influential in the side, especially that Ancelot did not trust him that much at the start of the season. But for me, I always thought that he would be a spanner in the works because he's very capable and he was kept very fresh. So Diaz played for a while, and then the competition was very healthy between them. And Mo Salah is Mo Salah. I mean, Mo
Incredible
Salah
player.
had very incredible player. Had Liverpool done much more in the Champions League, he would be no doubt the best player in the world at the moment. But
I
the
actually think
problem
he
is,
should be given the Ballon d'Or. Although I
I
realize
don't,
the
I don't.
Ballon d'Or,
For me, the
they
Ballon d'Or
consider
lost its
people that have
credibility.
won the Champions League a lot. What?
For me, the Ballon d'Or lost its credibility.
I know, but
I would not
it's unfair
attach
that
much
Salah goes
value to
without
the
one.
Ballon d'Or, but it is an award anyway. What I would actually really consider the best player in Europe or the best player in the world at the moment is because the things you've done are actually that merit you to be the best player in the world. You cannot be the best player in
Mm.
the world playing in the English Premier League and splitting apart all the old records, and then you're the best player in the world, whereas you failed to do it in the Champions League. So the Champions League really matters because it's where the champions in Europe are competing. And if you do get far in such a tournament, if the domestic league has taken new places, then we can consider the domestic league, but we can't consider the domestic league without European glory. So unfortunately, Mo Salah is out of that bracket. But I hope that those that conglomerate of journalists, French journalists, do not get ahead of themselves and look for technicalities like Vinicius Junior does not smile enough. So I mean, we have to look for another person to give it to. I mean, they should
Mm.
just stick to the merit and give the person who deserves to win that accolade. You see, they put a bit of doubt on on the on the deserved nature of Rodri's Ballon d'Or. Rodri, you can argue that he had a very strong claim to the Ballon d'Or that year. But when you start to look at things like Vinny Jr. does not smile enough on the pitch and he does not shake people's hands in a season where he was the most ridiculed player in La Liga by the fans, and you
I
know
actually don't
somehow
understand what happened, by the way. It
you
was
pick
so
that
unfair.
you pick that to be one of the reasons that he does not deserve to be on the podium. That's bullshit.
It was so unfair for him not to get that Ballon d'Or, really.
Yeah,
But
but
anyway,
Rodri had a very strong claim to it, though. He had a very strong claim to it. He won
he
a
did.
European tournament. He was the MVP in that European tournament. The same year, there was a tournament of the Copa America, and Vinicius Junior did not show up. So I mean, Rodri showed up for both Man City
And
and
who won
Spain.
the Champions League, Josh?
He did win the Champions League, but he only showed up for his club. He never showed up
But
he never showed up for
international.
his country. And the Ballon d'Or, I think, when it had lost all, when
There's
it
one
had
time they
all.
gave it to Messi when Argentina had done nothing, when
Yeah,
Barcelona had
Auntie,
done
that's what I'm
nothing.
saying. What I'm saying is, when it had lost a bit of credibility, they started to do things to make sure that maybe it gets back its aura. So they combined and stopped giving it to the best player in Europe, and they were giving it now to the best player in the world.
Look,
But
this is a
for me,
really,
I still
really.
don't think it is.
This is today we are going to come back with a special episode about Liverpool, Ballon d'Or, and everything. In fact, we shall also try to have Aziz in the building because I know he has a lot to say. He has a lot to get off his chest, especially directed towards you, Josh. You cannot tell the man rather. First of all, you have to congratulate him, which he did. But
I did.
after
I did.
congratulating him, again you add these other side kicks. Sijui, the Pope died. That's when you win. Last
It's
time
just a
people were
reality.
dying in the
No, no,
pandemic.
no, no, no,
That's
no.
when you
It's
win.
not. It's not why they won, but it is a fact. It so happened that they won a trophy at the time the Pope died, in the year the Pope died. And the first trophy they won after 35 years, we had to have a pandemic. So, I
Pandemic.
mean, the titles they do talk about, I don't know, if a guy like Aziz, who is under 40, I don't think he should be talking about 20 trophies for Liverpool, because most of the trophies Liverpool had, you can argue that maybe there were 3 teams in the league.
Mm.
I don't know how many teams were playing football in 1990. Sorry, in 1900 when they won the title.
Josh.
Because they won titles in
Anyway,
1900, 1902,
ever since it's
1904,
been named ever since it's been named the Premier League, United has
Yeah.
won it 13 times, City 8, Chelsea 5, Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2, Blackburn and Leicester 1. So, well,
Yeah, so they can congratulate themselves for having won a trophy more than Leicester City
and Blackburn.
and Blackburn. Yeah, they've won a trophy more than Leicester City, the English Premier
What?
League.
Congratulations to Liverpool. Congratulations. I'm not going to be like Josh. I'm not going to be salty. I'll give you your fully
I ain't no
deserved
salty, man.
congrats.
It is
I'll
very
give you a fully.
difficult. It is very difficult for you to be salty for a guy who has been as tremendous as Ancelotti in the league. I mean,
But yeah, he has done quite an incredible, Josh.
he has
To
done
walk
an
into the
incredible
Premier
job.
League, one of the hardest leagues in the world, your first time and you win it,
He's
quite
not the
incredible,
first to do
impressive.
it. There's
No,
been
he's not
four
the first
managers
one.
who've done it before.
I know, but
Yeah, and the only thing that I can say is
Josh, let the
maybe.
man take his flowers.
No, I did give him his flowers, and I do give him his flowers. I told you he's Dutch, so I mean, his football brain is big. The tweak that he did at Liverpool, that changed the whole picture of Liverpool season, was how he deployed Gravenberch, McAllister, and Sobosola in his midfield, because he tweaked that midfield and made it work for himself. They do not
Mm.
have a traditional number 6, because Gravenberch was a box-to-box player. You can argue that maybe he was an 8, but then again, he molded him into a specialist of a number 6, and the triumvirate of the three of them, actually they tried to help each other in that midfield. McAllister and Sobosolai, they would often interchange interchange roles. You have McAllister running his legs and lungs out, and you have Sobosolai doing the same. And Gravenberch can do that at some points. And then McAllister is good at maybe dictating the play at certain points of the game. So McAllister could stay and Gravenberch goes, but the responsibility lay with Gravenberch at the back, which was a very good tick. And we did say at the start of the season that Mo Salah would score the most goals. I think if you remember, I did predict that he would be the top scorer of the league.
28 goals, Josh, this season. 28 goals.
Exactly.
You
The
know,
prediction came
the
because of
assists too. Also, he leads the assists. He has how many? 18 assists? Not so
I'm
sure,
not
but he
sure.
really well. But I know he leads both goals and assists.
Yeah. And that prediction came because when you looked at what was happening in the league, sorry, the preseason, you saw a guy who had prepared himself to get into the season and play like he was 25. I mean, he was in a very good shape. I mean, he looked ready to play. He was hungry. In the few preseason games that he played, he was scoring goals, and his pace didn't look like it had gone away any bit. And thank God that Arne Slot did not play the gegen press that Jurgen Klopp was used to, because then it gave Mo Salah a bit of leeway to conserve his energy and only use it when he was going to kill. And he's such a killer. I mean, he's the best. He's the best in the league, but not the best in the world. At least not
Uh,
now.
It's Man, I was going to say it's quite refreshing for you to give at least someone flowers from Liverpool, and he just had to. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh and Isaac, Sports Jazz. Yes, now let's go back to the topic today, Josh. United deals and transfer news. And of course, we have Man United closing in on Matthias Cunha. Rumors won't go away, Josh. Man United are advanced, or rather advancing in their pursuit of Wolves forward Matthias Cunha, with reports indicating just a few minutes ago just that the deal is closed. 25-year-old Brazilian, release clause is 62.5 million pounds, Josh, in his contract, which he renewed earlier this season. And it looks like United are prepared to trigger it, Josh. I mean, but it's like they would prefer a three. They said the structure over 3 or 4 seasons, in terms of payment, Josh. But it looks like Wolves are holding out. They want a one-time payment, and this is now a bit very, very hard because of the profitability and sustainability rules, Josh. It's not so easy, but yeah, negotiations excuse me, negotiations are ongoing with the Cunha's representatives, progressing positively. 5-year contract until 2030, Josh, has been offered. His wages could also double from 90,000 pounds a week to 200, from what I hear, Josh. And of course, that will make him one of United highest earners, Josh. And something that I thought we were trying to, to fight. And I hope he doesn't earn more than that. Earlier on, Fabrizio also confirmed that United are confident, and the deal is finalizing soon, and the remaining days are very important. Josh, Cunha has 16 goals already for Wolves in 31 games. I mean, he's a player, again, who has been very, very good, plays proper when it comes to the 10th position. Please, real quick, I know you talked about him extensively last time, but let's just, how excited are you that this guy is going
Pretty.
to come through, especially with our striking line issues that we have, because
Yeah.
we have a lot of
I'm
issues going forward.
I'm pretty much excited that Matthias Cunha can choose to come to Manchester United. I mean, at the point that we are right now, we do need a player who is not only a good player, but who has done it at the highest level. And for me, Matthias Cunha has done it at the highest level. I might be playing for Wolves at this time, but at least he's been tested. He's played at clubs like Atletico Madrid. He's been at Hertha Berlin. He's been places. So I mean, this is the right time for him. He has come of age at Wolves. He knows his game. He has understood his game very well, and
Mm,
I do think that if he does come to Manchester United in that 10 role, he's going to
yeah.
give us what we don't have, because we don't have a player who is quick. We don't have a player who is strong. We don't have a player who is technical as a number 10. Joshua Zirkzee had started to show you the good things about him, but he's not a player who likes to score goals.
Mm.
He doesn't have a knack for scoring goals.
Yeah.
He's a very good player, but he doesn't have a knack for scoring goals. And yet, Matthias Cunha already has a knack for scoring goals. So you hope that when you do bring a player like that and a very good striker in front of him, you're going to allow Manchester United to have Bruno Fernandes playing deep with maybe Ugarte or another player who comes in there. Then
Mm.
you will have bolstered your squad, because then again, you can either play Cunha and Zaxi, Cunha and Fernandes, Cunha and Diallo, or you can play Fernandez deep. You can play if you do get another midfielder, say Ederson from Atalanta, then you would have Ugarte, Fernandez. You have more midfielders. At least he's a player who can play both as a lead striker and a 10. But I would prefer for him to have been both to play for Manchester United in the 10 role. About
Yeah,
the
I think that
price,
that
the
would be great.
wages,
Yeah. Mm.
about the wages, I don't think that that is a lot of
We've been
money.
fighting.
No, no,
We've
no,
been
no.
trying so
200.
much to.
Yeah, but 200K is just about the right amount of money for him.
But anyway, Luke
Because
Shaw is earning around 180 to 220
yeah, but you see,
weekly, yet he's done nothing. Mm.
if you're earning 90,000, if you're earning 90,000 at Wolves and you're 25 years old and you're getting a new deal, you're going to negotiate to have that deal in that region. But if you're going to a
Mm.
new club and you're signing for 5 years, the 5 years actually Man United offers, because it wants to extend the period of payment of the 62.5. So I mean, if you're getting a deal of 5 years, when the 5 years are done, you're 30 years old. I mean, the chances for you getting a new deal or moving to another club are very minimal. So what do you do? I mean, you have to take care of yourself. So you will secure the bag. You make sure that the next deal that you get at 25 years old as a footballer is a very good deal. And I think 200,000 in wages for Matias Cunha is just about right.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, and Josh, still about you mentioned about the striking options for Man United, and I wanted to bring that to your attention, Josh. We've been struggling so much. You saw the game against Wolves. I think right now our main problem, yes, we might be poor defending. We have some lapses, but the final third, Josh, this has been ongoing and ongoing. Something that needs to be addressed in the summer, Josh, as far as the transfers are concerned. And surprisingly, it looks like Liverpool is also into for a striker because Nunez is not working. Arsenal are into. We all know what's happening. Um, and their options, Sesko, Gyökeres, although I understand those two, Arsenal are really deep into them. Then Chelsea and United are into Delap and Liam. I don't still understand why we are in for Delap. I know he's still young. He has around 13, 12 goals this season in the EPL. But I don't think we need a striker who's going to be okay. He's better than Hoyland, but we don't need a better option. We need an already made striker, Josh, who's going to score goals right away, right from the set. And a lot of options, Josh, ongoing. I've mentioned Spurs are also looking, Josh, for the same thing. And it looks like news coming in now. Osimhen is likely to head to the Saudi, Josh, because of his
Yeah, yeah,
wages are
yeah,
really
yeah.
too high. United are not going to offer him 300,000. I actually agree with them. Then Gyökeres is someone who has now 51 goals in 48 games, by the way, for Sporting Lisbon. Unfortunately, it looks like Arsenal might cash in. They have the money, Josh.
Yeah,
Right
they
now,
do
they're
have the
in.
money. They do
They
have the money.
in terms of even position and attracting players, I think they even
No,
have
no, no,
more.
no, 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 no. Don't get it twisted, bro. I mean, Gyökeres is a player who is not from Africa. He's a player who can be persuaded to join Manchester United just because of the history that the club
What do you
has.
mean? Who's not from Africa? You mean it's very hard to
Yeah.
persuade Africans?
No, no, no. Sorry, maybe it came out wrong. But African players,
Mm.
the aura to play football in London, the aura to be in London is
Yeah.
just too much. Yeah, it's just too
Ah,
much.
okay. I
It's
get it
very
there.
difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult for them to say no. So if you're playing for a club in London, say Chelsea, Arsenal, they'll always have an upper hand. And
Mm.
as history has it, United has not really been um, lucky with African players. I mean, maybe the last African players we did have at United who worked was Quinton Fortune. and still he
mm,
was playing second fiddle to whoever was there at the club at the time. So for me, what I'm saying is, I think Gyökeres, if United did have the money, the fact that Ruben Amorim is playing at, he's the coach at Manchester United, and Ruben Amorim is the one who brought him into Sporting Lisbon, and
yeah.
he first saw his success under Ruben Amorim. Then it would be a very easy. It would be a very easy negotiation to persuade Victor Gyökeres. The problem that we do have is we cannot raise that money to pay for Victor. You see,
Yeah. We
you
need to
can
sell
say that
players
if you
fast.
can raise 62.5, why can't you raise 89, which might be the
You think no?
asking
I
price.
think Gyökeres won't. I think they'll try to, because we already have a good relationship with Sporting. So maybe
No, it
60.
depends. It depends on what can be done and what cannot be done. All things could be clear for us to do the deal apart from the money, and it's
Mm,
impossible for us to do the money. And how does Sporting Lisbon want to be paid and things like that? So it becomes
yeah.
very difficult for United to actually do a deal for Victor Gyökeres.
By the way, Josh, please allow me. Let's rewind it back real quick, Josh. While we're talking about the striking issue, I want you to let. How do you feel that Liverpool won the trophy, Josh? Because I personally, Josh, I'm not
Are you
happy.
serious, bro?
No, no, I have to ask you. I have to ask you
Why?
this.
Why? But we just
It's
did that.
no, no, no,
Why?
Josh.
Why? How is
We
that
just
news?
give Liverpool their flowers, but I'm saying
Yeah.
you as a United fan, Josh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you've
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
us for 12 years. I mean,
Yeah.
they could have get. I mean, they could have, tried to do whatever, but they had 12 years to get their act together, Josh, and stop Liverpool from winning another title.
No,
Instead, we
it
are
doesn't
currently
hurt
seated.
me. It doesn't hurt me
Instead, we are
one bit.
currently seated 14th in the table, Josh.
It
I
doesn't hurt
think
me one
Fergie's
bit.
brilliancy masked the cracks, Josh, because it's been now after. I mean, after 20 years, the club is being poorly managed. In other words, mismanagement. We are at rock bottom, Josh, and you see we are struggling with finances. The field is leaking, or rather, stadium roof, everything is leaking, Josh. We are hiring people that are not supposed to be doing that. You remember in your Sir Jim Ratcliffe said when it comes to data analysis, Josh, we are so poor. We are around 10, or rather 5 seasons behind, Josh.
But these are
Scouting,
things we
recruitment,
know.
sports science. So I'm
Isaac,
saying
me,
we've
I
been
am not moved
declining
because
while
these are
Liverpool
things
has
that
been
I know.
improving, and they have
Yes,
now won
yes,
the
yes.
trophy. So how do you feel
Yeah,
about that, Josh?
I'm not moved one bit because I know it's just a matter of time. I know who is the biggest club in England. I know who is the product that sells
Who is the
the
biggest
Premier
club in
League.
England?
Manchester United. I know that the product, the Premier League survives on Manchester United. The Premier League cannot live without Manchester United being as even when we are not formidable at the moment, we make more
Mm.
news than any other team. I mean, if Liverpool won the trophy yesterday, but if we had signed Matthias Cunha yesterday, I think even Sky Sports
Oh
would have
yeah,
to pause.
oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's just a matter of time. I mean, we needed to check ourselves because things were wrong. These are businesses that we do not own. These are people who own. These Americans came, they bought the club. Their model was not like maybe for Magnia, the guys who had the club before, and
Mm.
they changed the way they run things. They took a lot of money from the club. They lost Ferguson and David Gill, who knew the ins and outs of the club. So they gambled a bit here and there. So for me, I have known this for such a long time that I mean,
But when does
it
this
does not.
stop, Josh? When does this end? It doesn't
I
make me. I
for
don't.
me
I'm not joyful when I see what's happening. Liverpool
for
win.
me as
Liverpool,
Liverpool is
Josh,
for
winning the
me
trophy.
as Liverpool is winning the trophy, I care less about them winning the trophy. What I care about most is that United is getting its house in order. I'm actually
Mm.
excited that these are good times for Manchester United. I'm actually I really I look up to the moment that everything comes and fits in, because you see that at least for now, um, we have Ineos that is trying to create a structure, that is trying to do this, that is having plans to have a stadium and stuff like that. We're not going to win the league next season. Even if we bought Gyökeres and Osimhen in the team, we won't win the league next season, because the problems that we do have, when you have problems in the background, they do reflect even on the pitch. It is very difficult for you to have a good product on the pitch when you have a bad house. So, I mean, we are trying to put our house in order. We shall get the right players in. It might take us a while, but we shall be back, and we shall still be the biggest club in world football. Right now, we are
Well,
arguably the biggest club, but at that point, I mean, in 2 3 years, we shall
let it be
definitely be.
known, Josh has said that if United were to close the deal yesterday or right now, even right now, if it comes out that Cunha has agreed to join Man United and it's official, Liverpool would, in terms of make news, which by
Just
the way, Josh, I do agree with you.
just a
I swear it would
notification
have been
from
shattered
Fabrizio
yesterday.
Romano. Just a
That's
notification from
enough
Fabrizio
to break
Romano
and
that
change everything.
it's a done deal. Here we go. Oh, bro. As in, Sky Sports has to break the news. They have to talk about it for 3 4 days.
Well, once again, guys, please do subscribe,
They'll bring
subscribe,
back Liverpool in a segment.
turn on your notifications. Aziz, that's not me again. That's Josh. Please do subscribe, turn on the
But it is
notifications.
what it is, though.
Josh, United have shown interest in signing Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia, 23 years old, Josh, and who has impressed in La Liga. Josh, I mean, he has
Anyone,
incredible sharp reflexes.
anyone but
Josh,
Onana. Anyone but Onana.
his reflex. It's so sad. It looks like Onana is there to say. Do you know that? Because I
Yeah,
saw
but
news
you give him
yesterday
you give
that he
him
has
competition.
bought a house, 3.5. That means he's
Yeah,
going nowhere. He's right there.
maybe he's looking to go and play for Burnley. They're coming into the league. I mean, they're coming
Josh,
into
come
the
on.
league, so it could be yes,
Onana playing for Burnley.
yes,
And that's
yes,
why he
yes,
has
yes,
to buy that house 3.5 while playing
yes,
at
because he's
Manchester
going to
United right
live.
now. No,
He's going to live around the area. So I mean, is Burnley very far from United?
well, I'm not sure. I've never been to England. But yeah, Josh, yeah,
Yeah, but
United have shown
Burnley is back
interest
in
in
the league, and yeah,
incredible. By the way, Josh, a minute on. But have you seen how Burnley plays? How they defend?
yeah,
I watched their game yesterday.
in the
Surprisingly,
championship.
yep, it's very,
Scott Parker is
very.
their coach.
Yep, they
Mm.
they defend as a. Do you know Wolf Pack? They run all together. Back, they go together. So it's very. I understand why. Yesterday, that I watched around 15 minutes, but it's explained why they've conceded less goals this season. They are very, very solid when it comes to defending, but it's the Premier League. There's always a
Yeah.
solution for everything. And not
It's the
forget
quality. It's
Wrexham,
the
Josh.
quality that you must have. Yeah, Wrexham. Yeah,
Wrexham is
congrats,
making
congrats to Reynolds, man.
Wrexham is making
They've been
history,
promoted
Josh.
again.
Yep, from League Two to League One, now to the Championship, Josh.
Yeah, that's
Quite
good. That's
incredible.
good.
3 seasons,
And I hope that they make it to the Premier League
Oh, that would be
next
so nice.
season.
That would be, but they're
Yeah, yeah,
making
yeah.
their
It would be
revenues
a
has
real
increased.
Hollywood story.
Yeah, that would be a real by the for
Yeah,
Reynolds. It would be a
and
nice
it's a
one.
good thing. It's a good thing that I mean, a guy comes. At least it's a very good example
Mm.
to investors. You can do it different. I mean, you can come and pick up a club, and you do invest in the club and try to make your way up. Yeah.
Well,
So even when you don't have the money to buy Manchester United, I mean, you can do things like that. You can be clever about it. You can do whatever you have to do to make sure that maybe you own a football club that is going to play in the league. It would be a very good story for them. And the goal is always to play in the Premier League. They've had
yeah,
all
that's
these
correct.
promotions, and the objective is actually to play in the Premier League.
Rasta Stocks, Wagwan, 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 Wagwan. What up? What up?
Wagwan,
What up? What
brother.
up? What
Wagwan,
up?
brother.
Yeah, Rasta Stocks. He's supposed to be hosting us very soon, Josh, on
Sure,
his
sure,
stream.
sure. He should. He
I don't know
should.
when, but
He
yep, we
should.
should we should join you very soon, Rasta Stocks. That would
Can't
be
wait.
amazing.
Can't wait.
Very soon. Yeah, he has a stream, guys. Please do subscribe to Rasta Stocks. big, huge Man United fan. You know, Rasta Stokes
Yeah.
is the version of Aziz when it comes to supporting.
Bro, he was at work and showed up. It's like, what? Kobe Mino, what?
He switched in. He had to flag it.
It's like, no. I gotta put something straight.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Just yeah, as I was saying, United have shown interest in signing Espanyol goalkeeper Johan Garcia, 23 years old. Josh, he's very good when it comes to. I mean, his reflexes are sharp. He's composed. Ball playing ability is also top. And reports indicate that United have already contacted his entourage, and with to discuss a potential move. His release clause is set at 25 million euros, which is around
Nice,
21 million pounds, but it could
nice.
rise to 30 million euros or 25.6 million pounds. And in the final, but that is in the final 15 days of the transfer window, Josh.
No, we need to
You know,
get him.
or if he earns a senior call up to the international, Spain, that could also trigger it. Funny clauses. But yeah, I think Josh, as we said, anyone to replace Onana, honestly speaking, I'm okay with him.
Yeah,
Onana has
yeah.
been a
You okay with
joke.
Onana?
No, I'm saying anyone that replaces Onana, I'm okay
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm okay
yeah.
with that option.
Yeah, and
He's
he
been a
has to
joke.
get serious. He has to get serious competition. I mean, for a very long time, Eric Ten Hag did not trust to play Altai Bayinda, and you can see
Yeah.
why he never trusted to play him. I
Yeah.
mean, he is also a bit shaky.
Mm.
Yeah, but if you get a serious guy and he's competing with Onana, he either kicks him out of goal or Onana learns. But there are things that Onana cannot learn anymore. I don't think
No, I
he's the
think
right
it's
guy. Yeah.
me
I
too. I
love
also
I
think he's
love the
past.
player. I hoped that he was going to do the things to further Eric Ten Hag's philosophy at the club. But ever since he has come in, all I can see is I can even say that he's the poor distributor of the ball from goal. I mean, Pickford kicks the ball better than him. Pickford,
Pickford.
as in he kicks the ball better than him. At
Josh, you
least it
have to
finds
go
its
serve
teammates.
it. That is too low for Nana. But yo, Rasta Stock says we had a rough weekend, man. Madrid lost, and oh, by the way, we are going to talk about we, we are going to talk about that, Josh. Yeah, we had a rough weekend, by the way, Man United fans. I know most Man United fans support Madrid, so yes, it was so bad, Josh. And
Yeah, it was
again, it
awful,
was
man.
quite annoying, very, very annoying that Madrid lost to a bunch of La Masia kids, Josh. I think I
For
told you the
me,
same thing.
but the writing was on the wall. I think Madrid was always going to lose this game. I didn't think. I
The
mean,
third goal was annoying. Was it
yeah,
Brahim?
Modric and Brahim Diaz.
Very, very
I mean,
annoying,
Brahim got on his bike and Modric just played something like that. So, Jacob, yeah, man, Pickford. You can
Wait,
imagine how painful it is that Pickford
that's
kicks
Jacob,
the ball
the Arsenal
better
fan.
than. Yeah. That's Jacob.
Shout out to you, Jacob. Shout out to you,
Yeah,
Jacob. Jacob,
tomorrow Madrid.
yeah, tomorrow Madrid.
No, they beat
Mo-
Madrid. So
no, I'm saying
PSG, are they
Arsenal.
playing tomorrow or Wednesday?
Arsenal playing PSG on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, lucky them.
Yeah,
You
I
know
think
they
on
still have a
lucky
day.
them.
Yeah, they still have a day. Bro,
It's, but
Desire Doe is around. Bakola is
he's going to
fit.
be breathing under their neck.
Vitinha is fit.
Yep.
Yo, Nuno Mendes is fit. But we shall come back for that tomorrow.
Caravascalia, the guy with a funny name, is he
Yes,
available? Oh, he's
Kivicha.
going to tear them
Very
into
fit.
shreds.
Very fit.
Superb, splendid.
But I'll
They
tell
should
you
be
something
ready.
Ateta is planning to do tomorrow.
What, the bus?
No, not the bus. Ateta's bus, by the way, is quite different. He doesn't pack
The
it
only
at the back.
thing that as Ateta has that other teams don't have, Josh, is the set pieces. I don't know that man. Whoever that coach
But
is,
he's not been
he should
scoring
be
set
raised.
pieces for a very long time. I
Josh,
mean,
yeah, but if you count the number of goals they have,
yeah,
you remember the
but
first goals. Declan Rice scored 2 goals, beautiful free kicks.
yeah. But that was out of the box. I mean, even
Reg-
the what's the guy's name? Nico Cover. I mean, he also the coaching coach, the set piece coach. The set piece coach didn't even know what he was going to do because the set piece coach was telling Declan Rice to
Everyone
cross
has
the
caught
ball.
off.
And
Everyone has
Declan
caught off
Rice,
guard.
I think Declan Rice talked to Saka.
I don't remember, but
Was it
everyone
Saka?
was
I
caught
think he
off
talked
guard.
to Saka, and
What?
he told him, "There's no reason in crossing that ball. There's no reason in crossing it to them.
And
I mean, I
beautiful
see
goals.
space there." And his argument was the wall was narrow. The wall had 4 people, and there was a bit of space. So he saw that
Mhm.
space and exploited it. Saka just told him, "Bro, go for it." So I mean, yeah,
That goal from Conde outside the box was crazy. I
there's
know
so many things that
it was a
Ateta
block
does, by
test.
the way, that there's so many things that Ateta does that make
You
me
know, he
like
keeps
him.
saying he's going to be found out, Josh, but he keeps winning.
Who,
Right
me?
now, he's advancing. Yep.
Me?
Yep. You've
No, I
said it
told
several
you.
times that Ateta is going to be
Yes,
found out.
in this manner, he will be found out. I mean, if he keeps finishing second and he doesn't win shit, you gotta win something. You cannot play that well and you don't win shit. You
So
have to
you're
win
saying if
something.
Arsenal don't win, right now their only option is winning the Champions League.
Yeah, yes, they have to win. Actually, they have to. It's one of the better teams.
Do you
There are
want
four
them to win?
teams. Yes, I would like it for Ateta. Yes, I would
Well,
like it for Ateta. Ateta is a
Arteta and
very
Inter
good
Milan,
tactical
Josh, who would
manager.
you want to win the
Who
UCL?
would I want? PSG.
Who would you wish? Or PSG?
PSG.
There's those.
Yes. I
Now
would
I
love
just
for
asked you, would
PSG
you
to
want
win.
Arsenal to win? And you said yes.
Yes, because tomorrow I would like Arsenal to win. I would want, you see, did you ask me want?
Yeah, would you want Arsenal to win this Champions League?
Yes, I would want it to win the Champions League, but tomorrow I'm going to support PSG because I like PSG more than Arsenal. But I
Well,
wouldn't
to be
mind them.
honest,
I wouldn't mind Arsenal winning the Champions League. I
I
would
have
actually
Inter, I
be
have
ecstatic
Inter,
for them.
I have PSG, then Arsenal comes in third because I know we are not going to sleep. The internet is going
Yeah,
to
but I
break.
mean,
I'm
it is
telling you.
reality. I mean, it is reality. If it happens, it so happens. But for me, there are things that I like about Mikel Arteta. I once told you that if we fire Eric Ten Hag, we hire Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, I remember you said
But
that.
we are not the guys anymore. We cannot bulldoze our way into people's homes like that.
Mm,
We once
like
did,
how
but
it was before.
right now, yeah, Arsenal has about 370 million in their kitty
Oh
for the
man,
window, and United
they're
is
doing
looking
so
at
good.
100 million.
They are doing so well, Josh. They are doing so well.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
advanced, and every stage at the UEFA is money. I think they are going to bag around 100 or something or 90 something from
Yeah,
EPL,
but for me,
being
I
the
do
second.
believe the teams in the Champions League are the best teams we could have
Mm.
hoped for. Yeah, they're the best teams we could have hoped for. Because when
Well,
you look
let's
at
wish
PSG, when you look at Inter Milan, when
them
you
the
look at
best.
PSG, Inter Milan, Arsenal, and who does Inter Milan play?
I think they're playing not Baka.
Yeah, Barca. Yeah. So you
Mm.
see, yeah, Barca
Rasta,
and
Rasta
for
Steaks
me,
Baka is winning the Champions League. But yo,
I think Barca
Hans
cannot
Flick
beat
has done
Arsenal.
an
I do
incredible
think
what?
I do think Barca cannot beat Arsenal.
No, I think they can beat them, Josh.
I don't think so
I
because they
think they
have.
can beat them.
Well, it would be a good final, but
Yo, Hans, he
I
has
would love
done
for
an
PSG
incredible
to
job,
win.
Josh. He has
I
done
just don't.
he has
I
kids
just
that
don't
are
think
ticking
Barca can.
boxes, Josh.
It does, it
Yo,
does. But the fluidity with which they play, Arsenal has a way to set up a team to deny you the spaces to play with that fluidity. I mean, I like the fact that they press so much. They bombard an area. They win second balls,
mm,
and they have a very strong backline. A very strong backline. I mean, it's very difficult to pocket a player like Lamine Yamal, but Timber is not a joke. I mean, Timber
I
is not a
know.
joke. Saliba is
He's
not a joke at the back. I
Saliba.
mean, yeah, these are very
Surprising
good
how
players.
everyone thought with
I
Magalhaes
don't know
out,
if.
their defense could be, or rather, would be, a bit shaken. But
Oh,
it's like,
unfortunately, Thomas Partey is not playing the first leg of the PSG game, but
yeah, he
he
was
would be a
booked.
very, yeah, he would be a very good player.
Well, that means PSG has to capitalize on that. They have to take everything
By
they
the way,
have.
why don't we look at that Arsenal PSG game now?
Wait, now?
Yeah.
Josh, no. Josh, Adieri says, hi, Josh and Isaac. How are you? Cunha signed for Newcastle. By the way, first rumors were United, so Newcastle United were strongly interested in Cunha. But yo, Adieri, sorry to break it up. Sorry to give you the bad news. The Brazilian has already, you know, has already clapped for United. He's coming at Man United. He's coming at Old Trafford. We are doing so. That's what Joshua was saying. The aurora that Man United has, we still have it. We are doing so bad in terms of, I mean, domestically, but we still attract very good players, very, very wonderful players. And of course, we also have a game on Thursday against Atletico Bilbao. I don't. I'm really worried for that game. Very, very much worried. But let's wait and see how things go, Josh. Hopefully, yeah, we beat them. Excuse me, Joshua. Moving on, United have again shown interest in signing River Plate's 17-year-old attacking midfielder Franco Josh Mastantuno, very hard name to
Yeah,
pronounce.
yeah. Yeah. I know the kid. But for me, I've started to fear that
The release
Ineos just
clause though
wants
is
to.
crazy. 38.
Yeah, but I've started to fear that Ineos is looking at making a quick buck. I mean, they
Mm.
just want to buy an array of very talented boys, kids around Europe, and
I think they're
those that
trying to
don't
build up
make it,
something, Josh.
yeah, those that don't make it, they do sell them for profit, like
Mm.
Chelsea used to do. The difference is Chelsea also went and bought ready players for the first team. So
Yeah.
yes, it's okay. You can buy all the most talented kids in Europe, but as you're waiting for them to grow and develop for the first team, you must have players who are ready to play. That's why for me, Liam Delap, he's a good player. He's a good player. He can find his way. United is not going to be looking to win the league next season. So Liam
Mm.
Delap can develop and maybe score 16, 17 goals to keep us in the top four or something like that, qualify for Champions League. That would be good enough for United. But you have Chido Obi Martin, who is 17,
I know.
and Liam Delap is just 21.
So it
So,
doesn't make sense.
yeah, are you going to stifle the progress of Chido Obi Martin because you brought in a 21-year-old, or they're going to play alongside each other, they will alternate? So for me, I
I
would
really,
think that
I don't understand the trick. By the way,
if you bought
signing Liam Delap. I don't.
yeah, the choice.
Doesn't
It's the
make sense
choice.
for me.
The pocket that we have, because Arsenal can go and buy Gyökeres. United
Mm.
cannot afford Gyökeres. What is the
Mm.
next big thing? Liam Delap. The salary, the wages are payable. Because you have to look for a striker.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Russ is
so
saying, "What do you think about Delap?" I hear Arsenal are into him.
not Arsenal, the Blues,
The Blues, sorry, the Blues. Chelsea are
Chelsea.
into him. Yeah, but
Whoa, that is very difficult if Chelsea starts to snoop around because they will take him. They will take him. They have the money. We don't. We are looking for ways for. We are at the mercy of Liam Delap.
but if he wants playing time, game time, then he has to come to Man United. Josh, I
No,
mean,
no,
but
no, no,
anyway,
no. He can get playing time at Chelsea. Who is the striker
mm,
at Chelsea? Nicholas Jackson. When he was out, Christopher Nkuku, Maresca never really trusted him. He never
mm,
really, yeah. And even when he has been given an opportunity, somehow he has not blossomed. He has not. He has been a shadow of the player that he was. So, I mean, Liam Delap can force his way up there.
well, 22-year-old Josh played for Man City, played for Stoke on loan, Preston North End on loan, played for Hull City again on loan, and finally Ipswich Town, where he's the primary center forward, Josh. And I mean, he's doing good, Josh. 35 appearances, 12
First of
goals
all,
this season, 2
well,
assists. Not so bad.
yeah, maybe
But
you
I
can
say that
also
with
say that.
pain.
Maybe you can say he's also a son to Rory Delap, the
Okay.
throw-in guy, the throw-in king of Stoke City.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy who used to throw in corners.
You say that, you know, I'm laughing. You say that
Yeah,
in a sarcastic way. That's
yeah. Because I mean, his throw-ins were like corners. Anyhow, it is the player Liam Delap is nothing like his father. I mean, he had some talent on him. This
mm,
guy, in his formative years, he played in the elite squad of Man City that was managed by Enzo Maresca. This
mm.
squad had players like Romeo Lavia. It had players like Cole Palmer, and it was a very good environment for players who were growing up, because at that time, that age group, they won everything. They won everything in their age group. So I mean, and Liam Delap was actually looked at as a very, very, very huge prospect. And when he didn't see that he would get time, when you're at Man City and the striker is Erling Haaland, and the striker who was brought in is Alvarez, and even Alvarez has left, then you don't think that you have an opportunity to play. So
By
when
the
he
way,
leaves,
there's news of sorry to cut you. There was news of both Arsenal and Man United being interested in signing Alvarez back, bringing him back from La Liga
Alvarez, why would Alvarez come to United? Alvarez will go to Arsenal
to
definitely if Arsenal asks.
to what to EPL. But yeah, I think first
But
of all, that Man
Atletico,
City issue alone doesn't.
yeah.
I mean, he would straight
No,
go
no, no,
to,
no, no. He's Argentine. He would come. But we don't have the money. We don't. We don't. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not even
and
go there.
he's costly. Once
Let's
again,
not
guys,
even go there. We can't manage. We
please do
can't.
subscribe, turn on the notifications, guys. Josh, another player Man United interested in, that is Real Betis midfielder Johnny Cardoso, ahead of this transfer, the summer transfer window. Josh, 23-year-old, and of course he has impressed in the La Liga, featured in 24 matches this season with 3 goals and 1 assist. And we all know Man United, and rather Ruben Amorim, wants to bolster his midfield. Christian Eriksen is expected to leave. Casemiro, there's a bit of uncertainty around him, Josh, but he looks like he has proved. I saw Amorim saying that anything can change, and he's happy that Casemiro changed his mind, Josh. And yes, Cardoso is very hardworking, Josh, physically dominant as a defensive midfielder who excels at also game reading with a very strong, long passing range and smooth ball control. However, Josh, Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs hold an advantage, Josh. I mean, having secured the first refusal. Why are you laughing, Josh, every time?
As in, Spurs has an advantage over United at signing a player. United doesn't want that player.
What's up, man? You've been why do you have to troll Spurs every time I'm talking? You troll their manager,
Spurs, bro.
you troll
Spurs. I always told you, and you told me, look, Anja Postecoglou, he's a better manager than Eric
no,
Ten
I
Hag.
agree, but
Look at him, he's flying. I told you that guy is a football manager player.
I agree now. I agree, Josh. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. But yeah, Josh, yeah, that's it. Then we have, by the way, Josh, we have a lot of players that are likely to leave. I understand. Very sad.
If we can get Johnny Cardoso, I mean, we can also get the Atalanta guy, and we have
Emerson,
2 extra
Addison.
midfielders. Ederson, yeah. And
It would
we
be
have
great, by
2
the way.
extra. Yeah. It would be great.
He
It
would
would
be
be
our
great.
midfield would be really bolstered so well. But Josh, yeah, and we have very many people that are supposed to go, Josh. But I don't know how that is going to happen. Tyrell Malacia is supposed to leave.
He's not
Ericsson
supposed to
already
leave.
confirmed. What do you mean?
He's not on a free. We have to find.
No, he's not on
people
a
to
free.
take
But
him.
at least what I'm trying to say, he's supposed to make way, Josh. I know teams suitors are going to come through.
Yeah. No, he's going to make
Ericsson,
way. We have 3
Ericsson
players in that
already
position.
confirmed. Johnny Evans already confirmed. Is it Houghton, the keeper, third goalkeeper choice? Already confirmed. Then we have the likes of Tyrell Malacia, Anthony. It looks like he might, Betis might come back for him, but this time on a long season loan. I mean, they will help him. They will help us with the wages, so that is okay. We have Rashford. Unfortunately, he's been injured, out for the rest of the season. Yeah, Aston Villa were yapping
No,
too much, but of course, I
Nigga
wish him all
should.
the best.
Oh,
But
it should not. It should not find reasons for him not to come, bro.
what? No. I'm saying him to pave
Not
way to
to
go.
leave.
Let Villa
No,
cash
you
in.
see, Rashford is injured now. He might stay at the club
Unfortunately, I do
because no
agree
one
with you,
wants
Josh,
him.
on
We
that.
don't need him. We don't need him.
Sancho,
We don't
it's
need him.
already confirmed, and I hope, let him score more goals so that not Enzo Marasca,
Will he score from the bench? Sometimes he's
who
in the stands.
sometimes
Sancho.
I don't know, but he needs. I just want Maresca to be convinced that that is the player they need to, to get
No,
whatever
we
they
need
want
our
next season,
25
and
million,
let him
bro.
go. Exactly, we need that 25 million.
Yeah, we need that 25,
Casemiro
man.
again, not very certain. Josh, a lot of
No,
uncertainty
Casemiro
about
will.
him.
No, he's going to stick around,
He's going to
and I
stay,
would
but if
love
we
for
get
him to stick around.
the experience and everything.
I would love for him to
And I
stick
love
around.
how Ruben Amorim has
You look
accommodated
at
him,
our
Josh,
team. It's like
nowadays.
an academy, bro.
He doesn't go,
Our team
way
is
up
an
front now.
academy. You know assorted biscuits.
Yeah, huh?
We're like an academy of assorted biscuits, bro. They didn't grow up together. They were not playing with each other. They just bought a
Mm,
bunch of 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, and threw them in a team. And you know, they're trying to find themselves. I mean, they are trying to build their careers. So I mean, at least we need some uniformity, and we need balance. We need balance. We need a spine in
so,
the team. We need
mm,
players like Casemiro in that team. We need players like Delict at the back. We need players like
Bruno.
Lisandro Martinez at the back. We need Bruno Fernandes in the team. You know, so you can have at least some bit of experience in that team, because it is
I do
very
agree with
lacking.
you.
It is very easy to break down. It is very easy to sulk on the pitch and stuff like that. So
I do agree with you. But yeah, let's hope all those deals go through, Josh. The ones that I've talked about, create way, make more room. And because we have very exciting kids that are coming up, Josh. You know, I can't wait for Aiden
yeah,
Heaven
for
to be
me,
back on the pitch. We
yeah,
have
yeah.
Diego Leon that he will be joining. Is it 1st July?
I've not
Then we
seen him play, but everything
I've
I've heard
not as well.
about Diego Leon, he looks like a player who is going to be a Gabriel Hens and Marcos Rojo. From what I've read about him,
By the way,
he
Josh,
seems to be
someone
very
talked about
aggressive
Marcos
and
Rojo
brutal.
recently. I don't know who it is, but yeah, I understand he's very brutal. So, Josh, I mean, in 2 minutes, what do you think about our backline, the boys? You have Leon, Diego Leon, making 18 years. You have Aiden Heaven already, I think 18, but very, very good. We've seen him play the few minutes we've seen him on the pitch. Then you have Lenny Yoro, very, very good prospect, Josh. He's showing that
Yeah,
he's that player who's going to. How many kids do we have in at the back? Then we have Harry Amas.
yeah,
You say you playing as a left wing back, Josh.
yeah.
Patrick Dogo still raw. I hope next season he's okay. But I mean, does that whole project excite you? All those kids?
Not really, because there are ones that you can pick, that you see there's something good about this player, and there's
Mm,
someone there are some that you see that this guy might not cut it, because
mm,
there's
mm,
like Patrick Dogu. Patrick
mm,
Dogu has a very many good things about his game, but there's a thing that he has which is very worrying for me, because he cannot pick a right pass.
mm,
He
mm,
either undercooks it, overcooks it, or misplaces the pass, even after
mm,
beating a player. So I don't know if he's just struggling at the moment, but even when he was flying and he was playing very well, he kept just misplacing that pass. He never finds the right player. He either plays it behind or in front, or it's short, or it's something like that. So that worries me about Patrick Dogu. Aiden Heaven, brilliant, brilliant,
I
brilliant
can't wait
player.
for
That
him to
one
be
you
back.
can wait. You can wait for him to develop, because you see good signs. Lenny Yoro,
Mm,
you can see good signs about his development, and Harry Amas, he's too cautious. He's very, very cautious. I mean, he's not yet taken me by storm like he did in the preseason. Right, he has a very good cross on him. I like that he has built some muscle, and he's
yeah.
become a little stronger, but he's way too cautious at the time. But it's also a good thing. It's a good thing. He's at least calculated and well measured in his application on the pitch. Then at the time we did see that he had a problem with his defensive abilities, but in the few minutes that he has gotten, you've seen that he has gotten better. He worries
Mm,
too much about his defensive abilities, that he's no longer that explosive going forward like he was. But it's a good thing, because when he gets it right, then it will be very easy for him to do as a wing back. The
mm,
thing that Diego Leon, I've not seen, but is talked about as a very brutal, aggressive footballer. I mean, it could work in the Premier League if he's that type of player. I hope that he has the pace to exploit that wing. Then Yeah, yeah, that's the kids at the back. But for me, at the back for Man United, I would prefer to have a Licha, left-sided centre back, Delict, the centre back, and Lenny Euro as the right-sided centre back.
Okay,
Then
that's a good
I
one.
would have, yeah. Then I would have
Mazarawi said,
mm,
was it 2 days ago? He prefers playing as he can play as a right back, but he likes
as a
playing as a
wing
right
back.
back, but he would prefer playing as a right wing back, or rather as a wing back, especially on the right, going
Yeah,
forward, bombarding,
exactly.
crosses
And
and
I would play
everything.
Mazraoui as the right wing back, and
Mm.
I play for now. From what I've seen, the
Yeah,
best player for the left wing back position is Harry Amas, even
Ariamas.
if he
Yeah,
has just played a couple of minutes, because Patrick Dogu misplaces that ball.
very raw.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He's
Very,
very,
very
very
raw.
raw.
But good news, Josh. You have Ahmad Diallo. He's back already training. In fact, I understand he might get some minutes. Him and Delict against
On Thursday.
Brentford, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We've missed
Brentford,
him.
not
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah. No, not Thursday. Yeah,
So
Brentford.
they'll play the second leg.
Yep, likely. And I keep saying,
We need
Josh.
goals. We need goals. Amad
I
Diallo is
keep
our
saying
goal.
this. We need to score. We need to beat Bilbao 4 goals fast on our
Nah,
way.
nah. Oh, from where? But the time United scores 4 goals, you just know that it's they've scored three.
I know, Josh, but I mean, we are so bad, Josh. I don't know what we are going to do. I just don't know what we are going to do. We need goals. And the only problem I've seen, Josh, the only problem we have right now, yes, as I've said, we are fair at the back, not very good, but at least we can, defend off. We've improved, Josh. Midfield, we're improving. Scoring, we are very good going forward. But I don't know what happens to our forwards every time
But
we
we
reach
we
the
don't
final
have
third, Josh. No,
we
no,
don't
Josh.
have
We have Rasmus Hoyle and Josh Ganacho.
is
I'm saying I don't know. They freeze. It's like their mind. It's like they forget about everything. Every time they in even that goal that we scored, the equalizer against a 10-man Bournemouth team, that was a real hard knock goal. But I'm happy that
yeah.
Rasmus Hoyland scored. You could see what it meant for him. Regardless, I don't understand why we freeze every time we reach that. We create chances, but converting those chances, Josh, has been a
No, we
problem
need
this
proper
season.
players. We need proper players.
That's the only way. That's the
Yeah,
only solution.
that's yeah. Rasmus Hoyland gotta go.
Mm.
Yeah, we need
Ganacho
someone better. Ganacho can stay, but
and
if we do get good money, he can go.
Josh. First, give me your assuming all these boys work out, assuming everything work out. Give me your first 11 for next season. I
What
mean,
do you mean,
yes,
assuming they work out? I've seen what it is, and I don't know the players that
I say
we are
those
going
when
to.
you have players like Ganacho, you have players
I
like
don't have
Kobe
space for
Mino.
players like Kanacho on my team. You see, because for me, I want players who score goals. I don't
So
like
you're saying he's a
players.
bench player? He has to come from the
Yeah,
bench.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He has to come from the bench, 100%, all day, every day,
Gosh. So, okay,
hundred percent.
so
Because
you
he's a
have
good
Cunha.
player. He can grow, and maybe at 22 he will have made it. But as of the
Y-
moment, I don't think he's there. But I
So
like his obedience. I like his obedience. I like that he takes on the instructions of the manager very well.
I
Yeah.
actually like that he gets into positions very well on time, but I don't know what happens to him. Also, it's quite frustrating, Josh. Very,
Yeah,
very,
maybe when
very.
he gets in a team that is a bit fluid and they're scoring goals and stuff like that, and it's a happy mood, he'll be able
Mm,
to score. But maybe he thinks too much about it that this opportunity that I've gotten, I have to score, I have to smash it. You see, the last goal that he scored, he didn't have to smash,
yeah,
he just tapped
only
it and
five
it went.
goals this season and one assist out of 33 Premier League matches.
Yeah, I think it's even unfair to have stats of Ganacho
Josh,
in
okay,
terms
but
of scoring goals. Why would you be talking about the goals that he has?
let's go,
It's
Josh.
like telling me that Rasmus Højlund has scored three.
No, I don't want to
Why
talk
are
about that.
you? Yeah, why are
First, tell
you?
me about your starting 11, Josh, next season. You can include in any player
Next
that you
season,
want,
I've not
but
bought players,
players
bro.
that, sorry,
I've not yet bought players. Oh, you're telling me like a dream team for United as of
yeah,
now.
yep. But if you're
Should
to
I
add any player
should I
who has not yet
should I
joined
take him in
United,
mind?
you have to
Mm.
make sure we have a concrete interest in him.
Oh, it's a
If you,
possibility.
eh, either it's a possibility or we have concrete interest in that player. Your next, rather to sign that player. Your next 11 next season, Josh.
Okay. That's
In goal.
that in goal, that Spanish guy.
Mm.
Yeah, is that Espanol?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's keeper. Then
Mm.
left-sided center back Licha,
Mm-hmm.
right-sided center back Yoro, in the middle Delict. Um, I've not seen Diego Leon, but I'll put Diego Leon on left wing back. Then right wing back Mazraoui. Midfield two, I would have Ugarte and
Josh.
yeah.
Josh.
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, sorry,
You
sorry. We lost you for a few. We lost you for a few seconds.
Oh, sorry. Okay. In goal, I would have that Espanol
Josh.
keeper. I'm here,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, Garcia, Garcia. No, trust me, now you're back. I think it
Bro,
was a dog.
what one?
Anyway, it's okay, Josh. So in goal, you have Garcia, the one for
Yeah,
Espanyol.
I have Garcia in goal. Then at left-sided center back, I have Licha. Right-sided center back, I have Yoro. I'm gone again. Hello? Yo, bro.
Josh.
I'm here.
Okay,
Isaac,
Josh. Now I have you. Yeah,
come on. What's
I don't
happening,
know.
bro?
Something is messing up the stream. I hear you, but
Yeah,
we're
you know the other guy.
freezing. We're both
The other guy
freezing.
likes to the other guy likes to mess up the world, though.
But Josh, please go on.
I can't go
Please go
on.
on.
Will
Go
you hear
on.
me?
Yep. Go on, Josh. It's okay now.
Licha, Garcia, Licha, Delict,
Josh, go
Yoro.
on. Go on. Go on. It's okay. Don't mind me. I'm freezing. I'm freezing.
Okay. Licha, Delict, Yoro, Diego Leon, left wing back, right wing back, Mazraoui, then Ugarte, and I would play Ugarte and Ederson. Then I would play Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. No. Let me do this again. I would have Licha
Let
left wing.
Let me give it to you, Josh, again. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. Let me bring
In
it
your
back.
starting lineup for next season, your preferred starting
Yeah.
lineup, any player that you add, either there has to be concrete interest from United and a huge
Yeah.
possibility that he's joining.
Yeah.
Okay, in goal,
Okay.
you said Garcia.
Garcia from Espanyol.
Yeah, yeah.
Left-sided center back, Lisandro Martinez, and yeah, that guy. That guy. I tell you now,
Mm.
Jacob, if Jacob tells you the guy is good, the guy is good via dollar. Great. So if we do get
I,
Garcia, I do
yeah.
get Garcia, Licha, Delict, and Mazraoui, right-sided center
Mm,
back. Okay.
mm.
Then right wing back, Amad Diallo. Left wing back, Diego Leon. The two center backs, Ederson and Ugarte. Then the two tens, Cunha and Fernandez. Then on top, United is so broke. As in, you've asked me mine, but I have to say Liam Delap because it's the one we are looking at. But I would rather we have like a Seaman. I'd rather we have a Seaman. But yeah, Liam Delap, because
Mm-hmm.
that's who we are looking at. Then on the bench, I would have Zakzi to play in the 10 roles. I would have Chido Obi Martin to come on for the striker in the last minutes. I would have Lenny Yoro to come on for right-sided center back for Mazraoui, Aiden
Josh.
Heaven, Aiden Heaven, and
Say,
yeah,
who are the two striker, the two player, the two tens behind your striker?
Matias Cunha and
Fernandez.
Fernandez. Yeah,
Okay, not and in the midfield.
Ederson and Ugarte.
and Ugarte.
Yeah.
The wing backs
Amad Diallo and Diego Leon.
and Diego Leon. And
Yeah.
the three CBs.
Licha, Delict, and Mazraoui.
Really, surprisingly, man, I've seen a test of Aiden Heaven. I think I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Licha is Licha. I mean,
I know, I know,
by
I
the
know, I
time
know.
Licha got injured,
That's why I'm
he was
shaking my
doing.
head. It's confusing because I mean,
Yeah, but at the
yo,
time
Aiden is
Licha,
he's strong. He's good in the air. He's good on the ball. He knows how to, he's not someone easily bullied. But I mean, majority everyone wrote off Lisandro Martinez when he was joining United because of his size and height. But I mean, he has turned out to be a
everyone,
problem.
don't even say
Majority,
everyone.
majority, majority,
Not
Josh,
majority. No,
majority.
not
Okay,
majority.
fans that do
The-
not support Man United,
No, no.
but
Put
you
it
can.
right. Put it right. Put it right. Just say scousers who trumpet beaters for Jamie Carragher. I
Those
mean,
scouts that
they
just
do.
won the EPL
Yes,
yesterday, Josh.
bro, man. The Pope died.
Okay, okay,
The
let's
Pope died
go.
for them to win a trophy. So
But yeah, Josh,
Deliso says United. I want Gyökeres, Kerekes, Ederson,
Kerekez is
Cunha.
good. That's the Bournemouth player, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
Kerekes,
good,
Ederson,
Josh.
Cunha to United is better for next year. Yeah, those are all good choices, but I don't think we can get
Milos Kerekez
Kerekes.
is very good, left back,
I don't
Josh.
think we can get Gyökeres. We can't get
Mm,
Gyökeres and Kerekes. We've invested in the left wing back position in 3 players,
mm. But it's
and
very
we have.
good, Josh. Can play the
Yeah,
left
but
back as
we
a
can
left
no
wing
longer.
back.
There's no United. First of all, is broke. We
That is
cannot
true.
afford to buy a fourth left wing back with all the problems that we have. We
Yeah.
bought Patrick Dogu in January. We bought Diego Leon, and now we have Harry Amas. And Luke Shaw is still on
Oh
the
my
books
God,
of Manchester
I tell you,
United.
I keep forgetting that guy. You also have
Yeah,
Mason Mount.
he's still on the books of Manchester United. So I
It's
mean,
crazy. We also have Mason
yeah,
Mount.
we cannot buy another left wing back, but Kerekes would have been a very good choice. Besides, we
Mm,
cannot even pay for him from Bournemouth.
mm, mm,
I mean,
mm.
his stock is so high, given the work that he has put in this season. I don't think that United can be able to compete with any other Premier League
He'll
team,
cost
even if
60. He won't come cheap.
even if it is Spurs. I
He
don't
won't
think we
come
can
cheap.
compete
That's
for
the one
him.
thing for sure. Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's a player
and
who has done very well.
Gyökeres, that's just a dream.
What? It's a dream.
Yeah, it's just a dream. Arsenal can't want Gyökeres, and United wants Gyökeres, and he comes to Manchester United because Sporting Lisbon will be looking at who can pay, and
Mm,
Arsenal can
mm,
pay now, and United can pay in 5 years.
mm.
Yeah, so it becomes.
Well, once again, guys, please do subscribe. Do subscribe, turn on the notifications. I know it's been an hour, but yeah, what a stream, what a stream, what a stream, what a stream so far. Yeah, Josh, you were talking about Milos, Bournemouth player, how we can't afford him. But
Yeah,
and yeah, you mentioned by that we have 3 left wing backs. Uh, we have Harry Amas. You've talked about Patrick Dogu. Then who's the other player? Who's the other player that you mentioned? Luke Shaw might come into the fold. Uh, but Aiden cannot play as Aiden Heaven cannot play as a wing back. Josh,
yeah, I
we have
see.
Diego Leon who can
Maybe
play
he
as a wing
can,
back.
maybe he can, but I would rather he doesn't play there. He's a better. He's a better. He's better playing as a left-sided center back.
Okay. Yeah, we have Diego Leon for that, and I have no problems with Diego Leon coming over. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, 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 yeah.
we have Atletico Bilbao on
Yeah,
Thursday. I don't know how prepared you are for him.
for Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, that's why I say for him because he's very hard. Anyway, that club is really it's a good right now. Spanish teams are doing so good, Josh, and Atletico Bilbao. It's not a club that is going to come easy. It's not a win that we are going to go very fast and get. It's going to be a hard one to win. But I'm
Yeah, Ruben
hoping.
Amorim. Ruben Amorim recognized that Bournemouth defends a lot like Athletic
Yeah, I saw that.
Bilbao,
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
from that recognition alone, it scares you if you're a United fan, because the problem that you do have is scoring goals. And if a team like Athletic Bilbao is going to be at its home and they're as compact as Bournemouth always is, then it's difficult for you to
Estadio
find
di
goals.
San Mames. Very
Yeah,
good.
because United could easily have scored a few goals if we had our scoring boots on in that game. But when they became 10, then it even became much more difficult for you to score, because Bournemouth is always compact. They defend very well. They have Hewson, who I think is a very good centre back. He can play for any club he would want to play for. But I heard that he's not interested in a move away from England. He would rather play in the EPL than join a club like Real Madrid, which I thought is a bit crazy, because Madrid, in the state that it is in, they don't have defenders. They're lacking in that department. And if they got a player who is as level-headed as Hewson, you would think that yeah, he would be guaranteed playtime at Real Madrid. But yeah, rumor has it that he prefers to play in the EPL, and he would rather a team in the EPL.
Yeah, well, just before we end the stream, but just Bilbao is doing so well. They are currently fourth,
Well,
and
well,
we don't have very good records
yeah, our
uh,
record is we're unbeaten
when it
in the
comes
Europa League.
to Spanish.
We're unbeaten in the Europa League. I mean,
You're going to
Ole
stick
Gunnar
to that.
Solskjaer. I think Ole
Mm,
Gunnar Solskjaer beat Bilbao 4-1 in his first game in Europe with
mm.
Besiktas. I think he won
One, two, three,
4-1,
four.
and
Out of their last four games, they've only lost one to Real Madrid.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's a whole other kettle of fish. It does not form is going to go out of the way, and when it comes that night, I mean, the players just have to stand up and be counted. The thing that worries me the most is
and they have rested enough, Josh.
the
They
recognition that
last
they
played on
do
the
defend the
23rd.
way they defend. The
Mm.
recognition that they do defend the way they defend, because it is quite difficult for United to break down teams, because we don't have people who can score goals. The movement is not there at the front and stuff like that. So I mean, Bruno Fernandes has to pull a rabbit out of the hat for us to actually win this game. But I do have a feeling that we shall win this game. I am confident that United has to, this is the silver lining on the whole season. Okay. So we
Mm.
have to present ourselves in the best manner. I I will be disappointed if we don't win the game, but the way United is this season, I expect I would expect us not to beat Athletic Bilbao. I go
Well,
into the game with the belief that we shall win the game. Okay, I do
mm.
understand that, but if on the night they're on top of us, I know the United side I have. I know that it is possible for
Well,
us to be overpowered by
fingers
any
crossed.
opponent who is not even half as good.
4 goals, Josh. I'll say it again. 4 goals.
Hmm.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe,
What?
turn on the notification. Thank you, everyone that has been in the comment section. Shout outs to you, Rasta Stocks. Shout outs to you, Jacob, Deliso, Adieri, everyone that was in the comment section, man. See you very soon. We'll be back tomorrow again. Of course, we have to come back for the Arsenal game, PSG Arsenal
Yeah.
game.
For the PSG game,
We
bro.
have to come back for the game,
Not the Arsenal game, the PSG game.
PSG game. Signing
Desire
out, guys.
Doe, Bakola, Usman Dembele, Vitinha. La, bro.
Fire,
Eh,
Afibon Arsenal.
can you imagine? Can you, if I have a born Arsenal, can you imagine Fabian Ruiz has not yet looked like, I mean, Fabian Ruiz can get lost in this uh, PSG team.
Mm.
Kavicha, when Kivicha,
Josh,
uh,
that's for tomorrow. Josh, that's for tomorrow. You're going to open. Josh, please. Let's stay calm. Keep calm.
the floodgates
Signing
are
out,
almost
guys.
open.
Signing out, guys. Please do subscribe. Sports Jazz.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.